Welcome back to North of the Broad. Did you know that Beaufort has a symphony orchestra? Well, it does, and a board member is with me now. It's Richard Hoeksema. So, Richard, welcome to North of the Broad.
Thank you.
So, when you walked in, I said I didn't know that Beaufort had a symphony orchestra. So, tell us about the origins of it and where it plays and what you've been doing during COVID.
Okay. The orchestra started in 1986.
Wow.
With 14 players, and today it's grown to a full orchestra of 50 players, and we typically play in local churches here. One of them, our home currently, when it opens back up again, will be the Sea Island Presbyterian Church on Ladies Island. During this COVID season, what we've been doing is doing live streams. We've started to do that. Data Island Clubhouse has graciously given us their space to broadcast from.
Why is it important for a small community to have an orchestra? What does it bring? What cultural value does it bring to a community like Beaufort and the Sea Islands, this area?
Well, we're so lucky to have so many talented players here, and our players come from the local Beaufort itself, but also from as far away as Charleston and Columbia and Savannah, and we have a full orchestra. Currently, we're only playing with strings and piano and drums, but it provides an experience that is rare in small towns, such as Beaufort, and it's very great to be up close in the church and be able to see the bowing of the violinist and the plucking of the strings of the harp player or piano. The piano is just wonderful. And we play everything from classical music to light classic, themes from Broadway, and in Hollywood.
So what are the plans for fall and for this next year, 21-22? Hopefully you'll be back home at your location. But is there a season planned, or are there certain dates for the orchestra so that we can tell, or the website where we can kind of find out what's going to be going on in the coming months?
You can go to the website. We haven't really settled on a plan yet because we don't have a home yet. But we plan to do that. We plan to have a full season of 4 concerts. There'll be one in the fall, around Christmas time, and then two in the spring, early winter, and then in the spring. And yes.
Richard, you said when you came in that being on the board is because you love music. And so from your perspective, why do you think music brings so much joy and so much calm to people's lives? And how important, maybe that's my question, how important should music be in all of our lives, all kinds of music? And why should we make it a part of our lives?
Well, it makes the heart sing. As opposed to our everyday lives where we're busy and working, you're able to sit back and relax and listen to great talent, and it's just very enriching.
And then the difference between just music on an iPod or whatever, or live music, to be able to, you had mentioned that earlier, right, to be able to watch the instrumentalists perform, and I love to watch an orchestra, a symphony perform. It's just so intricate, and how the conductor leads and how all the different instruments come together and create such beautiful sounds. Yes.
I most times I have music on in the background, and it's just background music. It's noise.
Yes.
as opposed to when you're at a live performance, it's so real. It's so real to you, and you tend to concentrate on the melody and the various instruments as they blend together, and then the acoustics of a performing center is so different than that of your living room.
Would you say most of the members, you said, are very, very talented? So have they had backgrounds, or have they been in other symphonies? Has this been their profession, or are they mostly performing because it's a hobby for them? Or
we
both?
have they're both.
Yeah.
We have local artists who do it as a hobby and love to play. But we also augment the orchestra with professional players from around who they do gigs for a number of orchestras in the area, and so that's who our orchestra is.
So I guess the big question is, if someone wants to be part of the orchestra, probably would have to audition, I guess. And so again, just go to the website.
And look, and of the board members, you would contact the president, Greta Maddox, or our music director, Fred Devyekin.
Okay, very good. And then you go through an audition, and hopefully you get selected and be part of this wonderful organization.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for coming in today.
You're very welcome.
Appreciate it. Yes.
Very welcome.
Again, the Beaufort Orchestra, the Beaufort Symphony Orchestra, with Richard Hoeksema, who's on the board. And that's this edition of North of the Broad. Thank you for joining us, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.